July 1992. Oldsmobile goes further than any other car company to redefine quality. Further than the lab, further than the test track. The Oldsmobile Achieva went 100,000 miles against Honda Accord and Toyota Camry in a real-world test. Independent test results prove Achieva outperformed Accord and Camry in total cost, which includes maintenance, repair, and operating costs. Achieva, quality redefined. From the company that went far enough to prove it. Oldsmobile, the power of intelligent engineering.
How was the test done? Who conducted the test? What were the results? And what does quality redefined mean to you? In the next few minutes, we'll answer those questions and get a behind-the-scenes look at just how the test was conducted, who participated in the test, and what the results hold for you as a consumer. Quality is a complex issue. How do you measure it? The answer came when we heard consumers like yourself confirming our belief that the way to define a quality car is how it performs in the real world. Not for 50,000 miles, not even 75,000 miles, but for 100,000 miles over the same roads and conditions that you drive. And to make it even a tougher test, we included two benchmarks of quality, the Honda Accord and Toyota Camry. To execute the test, we went to an independent automotive testing company, ACI. ACI's founder, Al Carpenter, is a 32-year veteran of the auto industry. For the past 11 years, he has been concentrating on the product performance and comparison aspect of the car business. ACI performs specialized services for a variety of major domestic and import manufacturers.
I'm Al Carpenter. I'm president of AC Incorporated. We have been contracted by an OEM manufacturer to conduct a series of over-the-road evaluations of 1992 automobiles. Here today we have a group of vehicles, including import and domestic vehicles. We have three 1992 Toyota Camrys. The DX models. We have three 1992 Honda Accords, also the DX models. We have three 1992 Oldsmobile Achievas, three vehicles equipped with a single overhead cam quad 4 engine, and we have three that are equipped with a dual overhead cam quad 4 engine. It's our intention to take these vehicles over the road for 100,000 miles in three areas of the country: Seattle, San Francisco, and Phoenix, and conduct an over-the-road evaluation with just plain folks driving the vehicles, no professional drivers, driving over the same roads and under the same road conditions that any consumer would encounter over a 5 to 6 year period of driving.
So the stage was set. Our new Achieva S and Achieva SL models up against the proven Honda Accord and Toyota Camry DX models. Ambitious? Maybe. But setting high standards is the only way to compete in the marketplace these days. Now all we could do was sit back and let ACI conduct this historic quality challenge. The test began exactly the same way your experience with a new car would begin. Here, in suburban Detroit, ACI purchased the three Achieva S and three Achieva SL models. These vehicles were normal production cars that you or any other consumer could have purchased. Three Achieva S models with the new Quad OHC engine and three Achieva SL models with the DOHC Quad 4 engine were chiseled out of the snow and ice, not knowing what grueling roads waited for them. In Michigan, ACI also purchased three Honda Accord DX models and three Toyota Camry DX models from Detroit area Honda and Toyota dealers. All dealers were told that the cars were being purchased for use in a commercial fleet. Now, with the cars in order, it was time to assemble drivers and brief them. With the drivers in place, it was time to begin the actual accumulation toward 100,000 miles.
We're ready to go, sir.
Morning, Paul.
How are you?
Cold, great. How are you?
This is fun.
Oh, you know it.
Windshield fluid, case of oil, coolant.
The first trek was from Detroit and a cross-country drive to the three hub cities: Phoenix, San Francisco, and Seattle. It should be noted that these cities were chosen because large amounts of miles could be recorded in them in the middle of winter, while at the same time providing a vast array of differing climates. After the cross-country trip, the cars arrive at the three hub cities. Here, each car will spend about 33,000 miles in each hub city and then rotate locations. There they will be exposed to both highway and city routes. The mix is approximately 70% of the time spent on the highway and 30% driving under city conditions. The cities were chosen for their broad range of weather conditions. The cars would be subjected to everything from dry desert heat to snow, rain, hail, fog, salt-saturated air, and heavy wind. Of course, these real-world conditions mean real-world hazards. And one Camry was lost to a severe accident about 30,000 miles into the test. In the hubs, each driver would take equal shifts in all cars. The Honda Accord, then the Toyota Camry, then the Oldsmobile Achieva S, and then the Oldsmobile Achieva SL. The drivers were told ACI was conducting market research, unaware of who was interested in the final results. Therefore, the drivers would be required to complete extensive logs after each shift, recording mileage accumulated, city and highway conditions, fuel cost, and any fluids added to the vehicle, including engine oil, transmission fluid, power steering fluid, brake fluid, coolant, and windshield washer fluid. These would be kept track of throughout the test and go into the operating costs column in the final results. All regularly scheduled maintenance was performed according to the recommended intervals in each car manufacturer's owner manual. And all regularly scheduled maintenance as well as repairs were conducted at the respective Honda, Toyota, and Oldsmobile dealerships, where the servicing dealers were told the cars were part of a 24-hour courier service to explain the high mileage accumulation. The exact costs were kept for each vehicle, and it provides the basis for the comparisons for the cost to maintain, repair, and operate each vehicle tested. Never before has a 100,000-mile test like this been performed. With the real world as our proving ground, so to speak, some astonishing results were about to be uncovered. First, we begin with maintenance costs. Here you can see that the average maintenance cost for the Camry was $540 more than the Achieva, and the Accord was $1,797 more than the Achieva. It is important to remember that all cars follow the manufacturer's recommended maintenance schedule. However, this next chart shows that the Accord's and Camry's more expensive routine maintenance up front didn't necessarily equate to big savings in the repair column. Here we see that the Accord cost $146 less than the Achieva, but as you recall from the earlier table, the Accord cost $1,797 more to maintain. The Camry, on the other hand, cost $771 more than the Achieva for repairs. The next table looks at the operating costs for the vehicles. These costs include fuel, fluids added, and routine wear-outs, such as tires and wiper blades. Here you can see that the operating costs for the cars were about the same. Now it brings us to the total costs column, the accumulation of the last three graphs, which takes into consideration all the costs over the 100,000-mile period, maintenance, repairs, and operating costs. Here we see in the final results the Camry cost $1,585 more than the Achieva, and the Accord was $1,665 more than the Achieva. While your results may vary, we think you'll agree that this is the measure of quality that counts most of all in the real world, where quality is measured in real dollars and cents. As you recall from earlier, an important facet of this test was the fact that non-professional drivers were used. These consumers were everyday drivers. They include an airline technician, college professor, computer programmer, small business owner, retired military officer, retail store manager, and a manufacturer's representative. In short, a variety of Americans who represented exactly the kinds of people who'd be driving Accords, Camrys, and Achievas in the real world. Keep in mind that these drivers spent an enormous amount of time and logged an incredible amount of miles in these 1992 vehicles. While most agreed that all of the cars were good, what they have to say about the Achieva S and the Achieva SL models should be of special interest to you. From consumer to consumer, let's have a look.
I had bought a Honda about 2 years ago, and basically these were the first American cars I've driven since I bought my Honda, and I was really impressed.
Well, first I would have gone with a Honda because I have a Honda myself. I thought, well, it's a good car, and I really liked it. And I would have probably gone with the Honda.
I really was attuned to get into the Honda. It seemed to me that the Honda at that time was the car to want to drive. But I had to drive to see what the Achieva was like. And the Toyota Camry I just knew was a good car.
I am kind of tied. It's kind of a toss-up with me between the Achieva SL and the Achieva S. I like them both about the same.
Well, I don't go for the Honda as my #1 car anymore. I really like the Oldsmobile Achieva SL because that to me is a driver's car. I mean, it's set up for the driver's convenience, the driver's enjoyment.
When we first started driving them, I kind of liked the Honda Accord best at first because I had pre-assumed ideas about Honda Accords, having never driven one. After driving it for a while, I found out that the Oldsmobiles are much more comfortable inside. The interior is much more aesthetically appealing.
Well, my final evaluation now after having participated in all 4 vehicles for 100,000 miles is I like the Achieva better, I like the Toyota second, and the Honda comes in there as a third.
Well, here's a Honda, and there was a Toyota. And I was impressed when I looked at the Oldsmobile, because it was totally different than what I had expected. I was expecting a different car, and it was a new design that was appealing.
Everybody's got the philosophy that Honda makes the best car, you know, so you go in there thinking, well, this has got to be the best, but after driving these cars, I didn't really agree with it. The Oldsmobile, I think, made the best car of all the three cars that we tested.
And I find that the Oldsmobile and General Motors itself has made a big turnaround in the engineering of their automobiles now.
I like the seat in the Achieva, the driver's seat in the Achieva is really pretty comfortable, and I like it particularly because it has the lumbar support, the adjustable lumbar support, which presses what feels like a roller or something into the small of the back and keeps you sitting in a good posture, so you're not all, so you don't have a backache after a long, 320-mile drive.
I just thought it was a driver's car that you're comfortable in for long trips.
The SL was more comfortable to me because the seat could raise up higher, and as short as I am, it was easier to see.
Those seats are perfect. They fit my body just perfect. Worked real well.
Achievas are comfortable to drive. I like that. It's like sitting in your living room. It's nice.
The styling in the Honda is older now. It's somewhat passé. And sitting down next to the ground is not my enjoyment. The Achieva is up where we need to be as Americans.
I love the cockpit on this on the Achieva. It's convenience. The dials are good. It's just an excellent laid out design, and I would recommend this. I mean, it's one of the prime things as far as the car is concerned.
They're roomy inside with the split seats. I think the driver and the passenger would be comfortable, and even with 3 children in the back, I don't think they would, feel cramped.
Again, the Achieva, because you can see all of the instruments through the steering wheel, no problem. No instruments are blocked off. Very good lighting, very good color differentiation on the instruments. I don't think I could ask for a better instrument panel.
Well, again, I come back to the Oldsmobile SL because it's a very powerful car. It's very smooth running, smooth shifting.
It looks small, but yet it isn't small, and it's easy to handle.
Well, I'm impressed with the fact that here it is, they've got almost 100,000 miles. The cars are very tight. I've had American cars before that just weren't this good with half as many miles on them. Here they are, they're just as tight as they can be. They're really good shape.
I liked having all the doors lock as soon as you take it out of park. It's handy, you don't have to remind anybody to lock their doors.
These anti-lock brakes and everything are great. I mean, you just can't beat them.
And I know with the anti-lock brakes that I have confidence in stopping, and I don't have to worry about my braking, I just have to worry about all the other drivers.
I think it's the best way of testing cars because they're head-to-head on a road with amateur drivers, not a professional driver. There's all sorts of different driving conditions. They get to go over real roads with real people.
I think it's far better than putting it on a rack and rolling in wheels for 100,000 miles because you get different sizes, shapes, weights of people sitting in the car and feeling the bumps and feeling the handling.
You get ordinary people in them with different driving experiences, testing different variety of cars that are basically the same class.
We ran into a snowstorm up on the other side of the pass and we had to turn around because it was getting too bad. In a laboratory, you just cannot get the conditions that you can that are out here.
I think it's a great program. I think that, we put 100,000 miles on those cars in three and a half months, and you're finding out what those cars can and can't do. And I think that's something the public, has got the right to know,
I'm impressed with the Achieva. This is the first American car I have seen in a long time that I thought was the right car for me to want to consider buying.
So there you have it. You've gotten a feel for what the cars went through. You've seen the results, and you've heard from the drivers. Never before has an independent test of this kind been undertaken. A test that set out to see just how good the new Oldsmobile Achieva was under real-world conditions. The Achieva truly is quality redefined. And only one car company went far enough to prove it. Oldsmobile, the power of intelligent engineering. Only one car company is confident enough to take the power of intelligent engineering to the edge, Oldsmobile. The Oldsmobile Edge provides you with guaranteed satisfaction, courtesy transportation, roadside assistance, and a bumper-to-bumper plus warranty, all standard at no extra cost on every new Oldsmobile, making the Oldsmobile Edge the most complete commitment to owner satisfaction in the industry. The Oldsmobile Edge begins with guaranteed satisfaction, which gives you up to 30 days or 1,500 miles, whichever comes first, to return your vehicle for full credit toward the purchase or smart lease of another new Oldsmobile. No questions asked, no penalties applied. It ensures that the Oldsmobile you've selected is right for you. The Oldsmobile Edge goes the extra mile to serve its customers should they need warranty work with a feature we call courtesy transportation. Whether it's a one-way shuttle service up to 10 miles for same-day repairs or reimbursement of up to $30 a day for a loaner car for overnight repairs, courtesy transportation makes sure you can get to or from your home or office while your Oldsmobile is in for bumper-to-bumper plus warranty service. The Oldsmobile Edge is also at your service around the clock when you're out on the road in your new Oldsmobile. So no matter where you go, help is just a phone call away. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's called 24-hour roadside assistance, and it's another benefit of the Oldsmobile Edge that applies for the entire term of your bumper-to-bumper plus warranty. If you need a flat changed, run out of gas, need a jump start, or even accidentally lock your keys in the car, simply call the 24-hour toll-free number and help is dispatched and on its way. And if your vehicle should become disabled when you're more than 150 miles from home, the Oldsmobile Edge covers up to $500 in trip interruption reimbursements to take care of expenses like meals and lodging. The Oldsmobile Edge also includes our bumper-to-bumper plus warranty, which covers every part of your new Oldsmobile for up to 3 years or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first, except tires, which are covered by their own manufacturer. And there are no deductible charges ever, zero. Your assurance of worry-free driving for years to come. The Oldsmobile Edge is our way of letting you know that Oldsmobile and its dealers are committed to your satisfaction throughout the ownership experience. Making it standard on every new Oldsmobile demonstrates the equal amount of thought and attention we've given, both to the vehicles we offer and to the people who drive them. So visit your local Oldsmobile dealer for the complete details of this industry-leading benefit and see for yourself how we've taken the power of intelligent engineering to the edge. There is a difference in car companies today, and Oldsmobile has the edge.